It's the Bobby Mo Show. I'm Chris Shublin, the play-by-play voice of Robert Morris University basketball and football, and we're not going to talk about either one of those today. We're going to talk about Robert Morris University men's golf. We have Chase Miller and our first ever return guest to the Bobby Mo Show, Josh Nagy. They're coming up next, brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund right here on the RMU Athletics Game Day app. This winter, many families in our area are struggling to make ends meet and keep their homes warm. You can make a difference by making a donation to Dollar Energy Fund. Your contribution will be matched dollar for dollar by Dollar Energy Fund's utility partners, and 100% of all donations will be used to help local families maintain or restore basic utility services. No one should have to face a Pittsburgh winter in the cold. Help spread the warmth to your neighbors in need and donate today at dollarenergy.org. We're talking RMU Colonial men's golf here today. Josh Nagy is back with us, and I say back with us because you were the first in the history of the entire Bobby Mo Show, the first repeat interviewee that we've had on the show. That has to make you feel just, I don't know what.
Yeah, it feels good, obviously. Must be doing something right, I guess, if I can come on here for a second time.
Must have been high ratings, I'm thinking.
Yeah, I haven't looked, but...
Everybody on campus listening?
Yeah. We'll go with that.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Well, that's what we'll go with, okay?
Yeah.
All right. Josh, in all seriousness, you're getting set for the spring season. Actually, it's already started, right?
Yeah.
How's it going?
Had a pretty good showing this last weekend in Frederick, Maryland. Came tied for third, one shot back of the lead, and thought the team did well. Lost to, I believe it was Rhode Island, and I thought with all the conditions that we played in that it was a good first showing for us, for sure.
Great. Super. What's up next? You have another match this weekend, right?
Yeah, we're heading to Ocean City, Maryland, and playing Rum Point. So never played there, and kind of excited to see what it's all about.
I know the last time that we talked, we were, basically between seasons, and you were getting ready for the spring season and training mainly indoors.
Yep.
So now you're back outside. What's it feel like out there? Because the weather really hasn't completely changed yet.
Yeah, it was a lot different from going inside the dome. Then I went to Arizona over spring break, and then so being able to play outside, then coming back to the dome, then going back outside, then getting snow, and then going back in the dome, back outside. So it's been a little bit of an adjustment. The weather hasn't been too good, so just kind of try to do what we can to practice and just do what we can and try to make the best of our situation right now.
And we understand, the difference between warm weather and cold weather physically, but mentally, when you're playing a competitive sport like the game of golf, what does it do head-wise? I mean, what are you thinking when you're going from warm weather temperatures during spring break out in Arizona and then coming back here and playing in the winter weather, in the winter/spring weather we're having?
Yeah, just try to stay warm. That's pretty much it. Hand warmers, mitts, toques, kind of anything. And then as long as you're warm, it's not terrible. The ball's not going to fly as far when it's a little chilly outside. So just kind of take that into account with your shots and everything like that. But, it is a little bit of an adjustment. But I think every golfer has dealt with it and kind of knows how to deal with it.
Okay. Now, you're from Canada. As we mentioned in the last episode that you were on the Bobby Mo Show, you're from Saskatchewan. So I'm guessing that you're kind of used to changing weather.
Yeah. Our golf season's probably 4 or 5 months long. Then kind of when September hits, straight to hockey season. I was a big hockey player growing up, so we'd kind of put the clubs away for most of the winter. And then once the spring rolled around, pick the clubs back up, put the skates up, away, and grind golf. So kind of used to the kind of coldish weather and the rainy weather. So I think that's something that has helped me a lot as well.
Seems like hockey players make really good golfers.
Yeah, my twin brother plays hockey as well, and he can golf pretty good too. So a lot of my buddies are good golfers and pretty good hockey players as well.
What is it? Is it the same swing?
I have no idea. I think it's just in the summer, not a lot of hockey going on, so golf's something to do, take your mind off of that. For me, it was go work out in the morning, go skate, then go right to the golf course.
Yeah.
All right, super. We're talking with Josh Nagy from the Robert Morris University men's golf team, and we've been talking about the weather so much. Let's talk about some of the upcoming matches. Again, you mentioned you're going to be out there this coming weekend. What about the season ahead, the spring season? There's still a lot of action to go.
Yeah, we're playing in Lafayette after this weekend, and then we go and play in Wright State's event. Then after that, we gear up for conferences down in Florida. So we'll see. This is going to be, I believe, the whole team's first time playing the course, so we'll see how we do there. I think with the progression that we have had, I think we can have a pretty good showing at conferences.
Okay, super. Now, your teammate Chase Miller is coming up in a little bit, so I'm going to ask you guys a series of questions, both in the same line. If you picked one course you would love to play that you haven't played yet, what would it be?
I think Augusta National. I think that would be on everyone's list to play.
Favorite pro golfer right now?
Oh, that's a good one. I really like John Rahm. I like how fiery he is, and I like how he wears the emotions on his sleeve.
Favorite classic pro golfer, somebody from the past?
I don't think you can go wrong with Arnold Palmer or Jack Nicklaus.
Super. Good stuff. Great having you back. Our first repeat guest on the Bobby Moe Show, Josh Nagy from the men's golf team. We're going to come back and talk to Chase Miller coming up next. Stay with us. Back for more of the Bobby Moe Show next right here.
When your employer gives you a choice of health plans, choose UPMC Health Plan. You'll have access to the best doctors and hospitals, including the top-ranked care of UPMC and many community hospitals near you. UPMC Health Plan gives you an award-winning healthcare concierge team and a partner who puts you and your health at the center of all we do. Choose what's best. Choose UPMC Health Plan. Visit upmchealthplan.com/best for more information.
The Bobby Moe Show is brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund. Support Dollar Energy Fund today and help your neighbors in need stay warm this winter. Find out how a small contribution can score big with those in need. Visit dollarenergyfund.org or text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555. That's WARM to 53555. Well, as promised, Chase Miller from the Robert Morris University men's golf team is with us right now here on the Bobby Moe Show. He is a senior from Burnville, Pennsylvania, and he won his first collegiate debut tournament, the first player in program history believed to do so. That had to be pretty spectacular for you, just coming into your first collegiate golf match and picking up the victory.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. Just coming in not really knowing what to expect, and after the first round, there's a lot of golf to go, and it just seemed like I just never gave away, and I never made the freshman mistake in that tournament anyway. But yeah,
that's pretty spectacular. It's good stuff. Now you're also the first sophomore in program history to be named a GCAA All-American Scholar. And let's talk about balancing the books and playing collegiate athletics. And I know I ask that question a lot of the student athletes who come in here, but what's it like?
Yeah, it's really hard. You got to learn time management, because especially when you're traveling, you're missing classes. And, when you get off the golf course playing 36 holes in one day, you're just ready to go to sleep. You don't really want to go do homework or study for a test. But it just really comes down to time management and just learning, when things are due, being organized, I would say definitely helps, so you know what exactly is due when. You
were the team's MVP in the 2020-21 season, also an All-American Scholar, so you're doing it on both ends.
No, thank you.
No, it's indeed a spectacular accomplishment. Let's talk about your major. What are you going to be doing, and what you're studying right now, and what you hope to do?
Yeah, so my major is finance. I am coming back for my fifth year to get my MBA. I plan on going into financial planning and probably getting my CFP.
Okay, I'm going to seek some advice from you pretty soon then. Sounds good. All right, let's talk about golf. Again, we were talking earlier with Josh about the upcoming match this weekend. You're going to be out over the weekend, and of course the season's going to continue on. Let's talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, we're super excited. Coming off of maybe potentially the best fall in the program's history. I'm super excited for the spring. I think the guys worked hard in the winter to get even better. We knew we had to. We have some tough competition in the Horizon League, and we enjoy that. We enjoy that push, to continue to get better. We've had some close calls. really want to get the team a victory. I think that's pretty cool. There's been people on the team who are a little younger who haven't experienced that, and I really want to help the team as much as I can to get to that point, because I think we've all worked really, really hard to do it, and we have the talent to do it, so there's no reason why we can't.
You've been here long enough that you've seen the change in conferences. And what's that been like, the step up to the Horizon League?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, it's night and day. The NEC, we felt like anytime we stepped on the course, against NEC, that it was our tournament to lose, honestly. And now going into the Horizon League, there's some really good schools, but we have to go out there and we have to play our A game, and that's great. I mean, it's only a step up for the program, step up for the university, and hopefully, as the years go by, it's only going to make us better.
Mentioned at the top of the interview that you're from Burnville, Pennsylvania. What part of the state is that, and what was it like growing up there?
So it's a pretty small area, about 20 minutes outside of Reading, Pennsylvania, about an hour outside of Philadelphia. Grew up in farm country. Not too many golfers where I'm from, but yeah, it was nice. It's just low key and peaceful.
How did you get into the sport?
I actually got introduced to me by my grandfather. My grandfather's played golf for over 50 years. Played baseball when I was younger, and he just like, hey, do you want to try this? I'm like, yeah, sure. And took a lesson every other day for 2 summers and fell in love with the game.
It all worked out.
Yeah, that's
now
right.
You're a collegiate golfer.
Yeah.
I asked Josh a series of questions earlier. I'm going to ask the same questions, or close to the same questions that I asked earlier in the Bobby Moe Show. If you were to pick a course that you haven't played yet, which one would it be?
Well, I was going to say Augusta National until Josh said that one. I feel like I shouldn't say that one anymore. But I would probably say Pine Valley in New Jersey. Some people say it's the best golf course in the world. Obviously, that's up for debate, but that would be a really cool one to play.
What makes it so different?
I'm honestly not 100% sure what it is, because it is obviously very, very exclusive. But I have seen some pictures, and it's immaculate. It's like heaven on earth.
Okay, sounds good. Like a field of dreams for golf.
That's right.
Chase Miller is my guest right now on the Bobby Moe Show. Favorite golfer right now?
I'm probably going to have to go with Justin Thomas. I think I like how he's out there, and he always looks like he's having a good time. He seems like he's a good guy off the golf course as well, having fun with other players like Jordan Spieth and people like that. I really enjoy the competition that they have, but then off the golf course they can go and have fun together as well. I really enjoy that.
How about an all-time classic golfer? Who's your favorite from golf's history?
I'm probably going to go Freddie Couples.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he's still kind of modern, but yeah, Freddie Couples. My grandfather really, really loved him, so kind of got me into that as well.
He fits the bill, though.
Yeah.
He fits the bill. Well, Chase Miller, we want to thank you for joining us here on the Bobby Moe Show, and wish you the rest of the season some fantastic luck and good fortune out there on the courses.
Yeah, thank you very much. Appreciate having me.
We're going to come back and wrap up the Bobby Moe Show with a look at the athletic schedule here at Robert Morris. Coming up next, Bobby Moe Show brought to you by Dollar Energy Fund. Stay with us.
This winter, many families in our area are struggling to make ends meet and keep their homes warm. You can make a difference by making a donation to Dollar Energy Fund. Your contribution will be matched dollar for dollar by Dollar Energy Fund's utility partners, and 100% of all donations will be used to help local families maintain or restore basic utility services. No one should have to face a Pittsburgh winter in the cold. Help spread the warmth to your neighbors in need and donate today at dollarenergy.org.
Dollar Energy Fund, helping our neighbors in need maintain basic utility service since 1983. Visit dollarenergy.org or text the word WARM, W-A-R-M, to 53555. That's WARM to 53555. All right, let's take a look at the schedule ahead. First of all, women's softball. Last weekend, they swept Detroit Mercy, but then they dropped a doubleheader against the Akron Zips this past Tuesday. Now, this coming weekend, they're going to be at UIC in Chicago for 2 games. Those will occur this weekend. Women's lacrosse, they lost at UMBC last Saturday, but this coming Sunday, they'll host Cincinnati. That'll be at noon on ESPN+. We hope you tune in. Men's lacrosse beat Marquette last Saturday. They host Drexel on Saturday at 1 o'clock p.m. That one also on ESPN+. Make sure you tune in. Rowing, they'll be at Fairfax, Virginia, And men's golf will be at the Battle at Rum Point in Berlin, Maryland. Those are coming up this weekend. And that's it for us today here on The Bobby Mo Show. Once again, I'm Chris Shovlin, our producer Dylan Thompson. We'll talk to you next week.